What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It is a beautiful day here in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm hanging out in the beer shed getting ready to check out a new beer. Now, today's review is going to be a WTF Wednesday review. For those of you who may be new to the program, WTF Wednesday is the one day a week when we showcase a beer I normally wouldn't on the program. Sometimes this means I do stuff from the big boys like Bud Miller and Coors. Sometimes I try to do interesting offerings from smaller breweries, which is what this is going to be. And I've also been doing some international beers in this series as well. Now, this one here is called Philly Dilly pickle-pilner. And this comes from Levante Brewing, and they're out of Westchester, Pennsylvania. Now, the artwork on this is pretty interesting. We've got our pickle bro here with a beer in his hand. And I've tried a few pickle beers over the years. I must say, I do not like pickles. So they're always a little bit difficult for me. Now, I think I've had 2 or 3 of them. I might have done a couple reviews on them now that I think about it. I think I did a chug of a pickle beer once. They're hit or miss. I've had some that I can kind of tolerate and some that it's just straight pickle juice. And it's not that it's bad, it's just not for me, right? So I'm kind of interested to see where this one falls on that spectrum. And like I said, it's pickle-pilner, and it says that it's made with signature spices from Fishtown Pickle Project. So, for those of you who may be unaware, Fishtown is a neighborhood in Philadelphia. When I was a little kid, probably like 6, 7 years old or so, my father actually owned a furniture stripping shop down in the heart of Fishtown. So basically you had these giant tanks of different kind of chemicals, and you would bring your antique furniture there. They would dip it in these chemicals and strip off, I guess, all the paint and all this kind of garbage that used to be in it. Now, other than that, as a kid, I didn't spend a whole lot of time in Fishtown. It's not far from where I grew up, but we tended to stay in our neighborhoods. But this is where it comes from. It says Fishtown Pickle Project specializes in handcrafted small batch pickles featuring culinary inspired flavors. Learn more at fishtownpickles.com. So this doesn't have any pickles in it, but it appears that they take the pickling spice and added it to what I assume is their Pilsner, and we get this here. See if there's anything else of value on the can. 5% ABV. Pilsner brewed with salt and pickling spices, so, as we thought. And that's kind of it. 5% ABV. Couldn't find anything on IBUs. Ratings-wise, this was not on Beer Advocate, but did have a 3.51 on Untappd. Now, I think I might have sent one of these over to my boy Wayne. So if you want to see another review, check his out. I'm pretty sure he did a review on this one, if I'm not mistaken. I know I sent it to him because I got a 4-pack of them, and I knew there's no way I'm going to drink 4 pickle beers. So I saved one for the Ginger Yeti. I sent one out to him, and I think I got one for Pete, maybe. I got 4 of them. Head on this, magnificent. I got about a finger and a half, 2 fingers worth of, again, almost looks like a nitro head. I had the other beer from Levante. Their head was the head on that one was a bit more like the fish eyes and break it up. It's very different. This one's very smooth. As to the look of it there, you can see right through this bad boy. Tons of little fine bubbles. If I go to my chart, Brew HQ, maybe 2. Pale straw, very light colored. I mean, again, it's a Pilsner. If I were to just see this blind, it presents as a Pilsner, no problem. Now, let's go in and give it the sniff. Pickles. Pickles. Now, it's not over the top, burn your nostrils out pickles, but you can tell it's pickles. All right, I have to psych myself up for this. I'm not a fan of pickles, but I will give it the college try. I don't hate it. That's positive. Like I said, I've had a couple pickles. I had a pickle sour. And I had another pickle one that was... I did 2 videos on pickle beers. One I hated, one I loved. This one's not bad. Body-wise, relatively light. Probably medium, but on the lighter end of medium body-wise. Taste-wise, you do pick up, obviously, that it's a Pilsner, which I do appreciate. So you definitely get like a little bit of maltiness. Tiny bit of sweetness, but nothing too crazy. And then you get those pickle spices. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, when Wayne did this, he said it's not pickly enough. And I kind of get that criticism. If you're looking for pickle juice, this is not it. This is definitely not it. If it's a novelty, just pickle juice beer you want, go for something else. If you want something that is actually a decent Pilsner with a little bit of a pickle spice to it, you could do worse than this. Now, again, it's not something that I would drink a six-pack of just because, I view it as more of a novelty kind of beer, and I'm not a huge pickle fan. But for someone who's not a pickle fan, this isn't offensive to me. You get those spices, right? Those nice little pickling spices, but it doesn't dominate the beer. It's kind of like you get the Pilsner and this accentuates it, which is very welcome from my perspective. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, it's not very diverse with all these different intricate flavors or many levels. It's kind of like Pilsner, pickle spice, and that's what it is. Now, luckily, I think that's what it's supposed to be. So, it kind of fits the bill. A lot of times when you drink specialty beers, they promise you all these different flavors, and then they don't really deliver. I think this does. Now, again, if you're looking for pickle juice, no. But if you're looking for a Pilsner that has some pickle spice to it, yeah, this hits the mark. So for me, Philly Dilly Pickle Pilsner, you get a thumbs up. I'm shocked. I didn't think I was going to like this. I actually thought it was going to be a drain pour. But I kind of dig it. Now, I wouldn't want 4 or 5 of them in one sitting. But as a one-off, try something different. They've taken a little bit of a novelty approach. Did they do what they tried to do? Yeah, and I think they did a good job. So I dig it. Hopefully you like the video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And again, if you've had anything like this, have you tried Philly Dilly or any other pickle beers? If so, let me know down below which ones I should be on the lookout for. Like I said, I think this is about the 3rd one I've done. And I think I have one in the fridge, so the Ginger Yeti will probably be doing a review on it at some point. But I'm interested to see what some of the other folks think that have tried this. So let me know in the comments down below. Hey, till next time. Cheers.